Sumasayaw sa tuwa, kanyang feeling kapag bida ang saya. Bida tayo, saan bida ang bata? Sa Jollibee na tayo, sa tunog mas masaya. Sa Jollibee na tayo, wala nang iba. Sa Jollibee, bida ang saya. Bida ang saya. Di ko lahat, di ko lahat, bida. Pinagsama saya. Sige na, saya na. Sumasayaw sa tuwa, kanyang feeling kapag bida ang saya. Bida tayo, saan bida ang bata? Sa Jollibee na tayo, mas matunog, mas masaya. Sa Jollibee na tayo, wala nang iba. Sa Jollibee, bida ang saya. Bida ang saya.
Hi, good morning. I am Attorney Shian Valera, the General Counsel for Intellectual Property, Digital and Privacy of Jollibee Foods Corporation. I am responsible for protecting the Jollibee trademark and Jollibee mascot across the world, especially including in the Philippines. I would like to congratulate the IPOPHL for this new milestone on having rules on the Declaration of Internationally Well-Known Marks. And we thank you for this opportunity, for giving JFC the opportunity to be the first applicant for the well-known marks here in the Philippines. We look forward to the IPOPHL's positive action on our application, especially now as we start to cover the world beyond. Thank you again, and
one request, ma'am. On the count of three, sigaw po tayo ng What's Up, Pilipinas? Okay?
Pag may magawa na gawin.
1, 2, 3.
What's up, Pilipinas? Ay, dapat ba bigyan? Ulit, ano gusto mo gawin?
First is the application
Okay,
form.
ulit.
So when
1, 2, 3.
What's up, Pilipinas?
Thank you.
What's up, Filipinas? So earlier we had the launch of our regulations on the declaration of well-known marks. So we need this because this is one of our obligations as member of the international community. So there's the Paris Convention on the Protection of Intellectual Property Rights, and there is the World Trade Organization, trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. So it is another intellectual property international agreement. So the well-known mark regulations will benefit not only foreign brands, but also our Filipino brands in making it known globally that these Filipino brands are internationally well-known. This will give premium to our local brands and ensure consumer and investors' confidence in their trademarks, in their businesses. So we have seen a lot of Filipino brands already that can be declared as well-known trademarks locally and internationally. So this will also help them in the enforcement of their trademark rights. This will also facilitate their enforcement efforts, the recognition of their brands whenever they file their cases, their applications, not only in the Philippines, but also in other jurisdictions. So because this declaration that they can get from the Intellectual Property Office can be used as persuasive evidence in protecting their trademarks abroad. So we had an open forum at the end of the event, but this was highlighted by the filing of 2 trademark applications for the declaration of its well-knownness, no less than from Jollibee. So the word Jollibee together with the image of Jollibee and the image of Jollibee itself were applied for this mode of declaring a mark as well-known. So we also encourage our brand owners, especially our Filipino brands, to please use these regulations to have your trademarks declared as well-known in the Philippines and internationally. Maraming salamat po.
Sir, just one question. Is there a corresponding fee or processing fee para gawin po itong branding?
Yes, there is a filing fee of 50,000 pesos for each class of goods and services. So for example, if your trademark covers restaurant services, then you need to file 50,000 pesos inclusive of the publication fee for that one class of services. So this is a bit high if you might think of it, but because the examination process, the voluminous evidence that you will submit will require a lot of man hours from high-ranking officials of the Intellectual Property Office to determine the well-knownness of your marks. So it really entails much time in reviewing documents and evidence. So earlier, Jollibee submitted this thick of evidence just to prove that the mark Jollibee is well known internationally and in the Philippines. But the 50,000 pesos is cheap compared to the burden, the savings in time, in proving in court or even in administrative bodies the same issue of well-knownness. So that will really save you a lot of money, resources, fit for only 50,000 pesos.
Follow-up question, sir. Gaano po katagal ang processing overall para matapos na lahat?
Yes, actually we cannot really tell how long. Depends really on the evidence that you submit, and also it also depends on the popularity of the mark. It can go perhaps for 1 month evaluation of evidence, or it may take 3-4 months. But including the 1 month publication for the approval, so probably 2 to 4 months. That can be quick.
So we're still awaiting for the approval for the Jollibee?
Yes,
Or
it still needs examination, review of evidence if the pieces of evidence that they submitted conform to the requirements under the regulations. And there will be publication because this is due process. Any party who may be damaged by the declaration of well-knownness of the mark may file a third-party observation. So this is not one-sided love affair. We give due process and transparency.
Okay. So one last thing, sir. We do a shout-out. On the count of 3, sigaw po kayo ng What's Up, Pilipinas? Okay? 1, 2, 3.
What's up, Pilipinas?
You thank
Yaya ang ngiti, di na nga magpakalit. Halika na, tara na, doon na nga ang punta. Labas lahat ng ngipin, sumasayaw sa tuwa. Kanyang feeling, kapag bida ang saya. Bida tayo, saan bida ang bata. Sa Jollibee na tayo, sa tunog mas masaya. Sa Jollibee na tayo, wala nang iba. Sa Jollibee, bida ang saya. Bida ang saya. Di ko matahan ko, di ko lahat bida. Pinagsamang saya na, sige na, saya na. Sumasayaw sa tuwa, kanyang feeling, kapag bida ang saya. Bida tayo, saan bida ang bata. Sa Jollibee na tayo, mas matunog, mas masaya. Sa Jollibee na tayo, wala nang iba. Sa Jollibee, bida ang saya. Bida ang saya.
Thank you so much, Jollibee. But